Hey, I'm Joe Platz with the Platz Group. This is Ryan with the Platz Group.
Hey everybody.
Hey, so Ryan, we were talking the other day, and you were telling me that with all the craziness of 2020 and COVID and everything that's going on, that you're getting a lot of questions from people who have not yet bought a home.
Yes. First time home buyers.
So what are they saying?
They're like, how do I do this? What's the steps? How do I overcome the fact that, I don't even know if this is a good idea. I'm comfortable where I am. Why do I want to move?
Right, for sure. So Ryan, when we sit down with a buyer, over the number of years that I've been doing this, and you and I have been doing this together, like what we find is a lot of people have the same questions. So we actually put some information together, and we'll put a link down below that if you guys want it, you can get it, where we've just categorized what we call the 8 steps to home. But the thing about is it a good idea is it's really a comfort and a risk question. And what it is sometimes, Ryan, like it's just easier not to get up and go to the gym, right? Sometimes it's just easier to stay at that job you don't even like, right? And so sometimes it's just making up your mind, and that's actually step one. It's making the decision to buy. And so is it a good idea? Is it risky? Am I going to lose money? What if I pay too much? All that kind of stuff is stuff that we go over. And what we want to do is we don't want to stick people in a box, right? We want to give them a plan. And by giving them a plan, we're going to give them the information. We're going to make them the CEO of the transaction, and then they can make a decision if it's a good idea for them. So what else do they say?
Well, they don't know if this is the right time to buy.
Right. So the interesting thing about the time to buy is, right, there's that old Chinese proverb, or at least that's what everybody says, whoever they are.
Yeah.
That's like, well, when was the best time to plant a tree? Well, the answer is 20 years ago, right? But if not 20 years ago, then now, right? So once we give you an idea if it's a good idea, is it a good time? Should you buy? That's something that we're also going to discuss. And what we find is that it's actually more about the home buyer than it is about the market.
Right.
Because if we do our job and we give you the right information to make the best decisions, you're not going to make a crazy decision, would you? I mean, if I gave you good information, would you do something crazy?
I sure hope not.
Okay, right. So that again, that's the reason why we should talk. Like that's why we should meet.
Yeah.
So what else do they say?
Well, especially right now, people have had different job situations, they've had job losses, they've had gaps, they've had different scenarios with their income right now.
Right.
And they just need to know, is it affordable?
Right.
Like, can I make this work? Okay, I've made the decision.
Right.
Yes, this is the time for my family, but can I afford it?
Right. Affordability is a major concern in the markets that we work in. And at the same time, we have a tremendous opportunity in history where interest rates are absolutely super low. I was talking to somebody yesterday, they refinanced their house at 2.25. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. So there is a formula, maybe we could even call it a success formula to affordability. There's also some rules to real estate that we'll walk you through so that you actually have an understanding. And just like we said a minute ago, here's our promise. Our promise is when it comes to affordability, we're not going to talk you into anything crazy. We're going to make sure that it makes sense. We're going to make sure that it matches your goals, that it's a good idea for you, that it's safe, and that you are building yourself a cornerstone as a first-time home buyer to build your wealth through real estate.
Awesome.
All right, so the next time we'll talk about the next steps, right?
Yeah, totally.
Fantastic. Hey, we're going to hit you up again in a few days and give you some more keys to buying a home in the greater Seattle area.
Awesome. Boom.